Well, good afternoon. Start of another week, eh? Monday again. Yesterday wasn't bad, was it really? Wasn't bad. A few odd showers, but then we done all right. Kept us, kept fairly dry. Was out walking the dog. I hope everybody's all right. Got to sort of get on now and settle down a bit earlier at night, I suppose, when this your evening's pulling in. But it'll be all right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now, I'm going to do a little poem by David Prowse. And then I'm going to do a little poem by a chap called Ken Gill. We'll see how it goes anyhow. This year one's called The Dancing Years. She was born in the village and lived all her life in a cottage of granite and slate. As I cycled each day to the post office store, she'd watch and she'd wave from the gate. A small spinster lady who walked with a stick. Old Polly has always been there. No different, it seemed, from one year to the next, as grey as the strands of her hair. At village hall dances she'd limp her way in and perch on a chair by the light, then take out her knitting with masses of wool and click on her needles all night. As we promenaded with useful unease and clumsily shuffled our feet, she'd nod and she'd smile with a tilt of her head, as though passing time on the street. I saw her, perhaps, as a figure of fun, in a harmless, affectionate way, till fate snapped its fingers and opened my eyes one strangely significant day. I called with a message, she ushered me in, and poured me a lemonade drink. I sat at the table, impatient to leave, as Polly fussed over the sink. I glanced at the ornaments, studied the clock, then paused at the mantles around, where the face of an angel smiled out from a frame in a photo of sepia brown. Polly had entered and followed my eyes. "Do you know who it is?" she inquired. "She looks like a film star," was all I could say, an answer not greatly inspired. But it gave her a chuckle. "A film star," she said. "Such things were unheard of in my day, my dear. It's just your old Polly, some 60 years back, dressed up in her Sunday school gear." "I know how it is with the young," she observed, "when you look at a wrinkled old face. You think we were born as you see us today, as though we've descended from space. You see me at dances and wonder, I know, why on earth I should care to attend. But I watch every step, and deep down in my heart I'm dancing all over again." I finished my drink and we walked to the door. "You've shared in my secrets," she said. "So, just for your patience, I'll give you a thought for storing away in your head. Remember that photo when faced with the old? Then think upon me and recall. Don't see us as monsters or muddled old maids. We were yesterday's children, that's all." Now this year one is called by Ken Gill. In a busy weekend shopping street, a small scared boy I chanced to meet. He tugged my sleeve, then with sniffs and sighs, looked up at me with tearful eyes. Mister, I've lost me mum." His little face was all so glum, and fresh tears fell as he cried to me, "I've lost me mum, where can she be?" Now I'm a softy soul, always was, I suppose, so I dried his eyes and wiped his nose. I said we'd find her soon for sure, but what would help if I knew what his mummy wore? What was she like? Was she big and tall? Was she plump or slender? Was she small? Pride in his voice like a flag unfurled. "My mum is the prettiest mum in the world." Then he suddenly shouted, "There's mum, that's her." There's this party running to where we were. To myself I thought, "God, pretty," he said. She looked like a bull who'd just seen red. She was clumsy, awkward, no style nor grace. Then I saw that smile on his small face as he shouted, "Hey mum, it's me," and for a moment I could see. With his eyes only a moment, more's the pity, but bless his heart, his mum was pretty. Thank you very much.